Hello, I'm Nari McDiarmid for miningnews.net and Mining Journal, and I'd like to welcome back Daniel Tuffin, Executive Technical Director of Explorer Cavalier Resources. Now, Daniel, you've just identified almost 300 lithium anomalies at your Ella's Rock project in Western Australia. It's been likened to a world record. Can you explain what the significance is of these anomalies?
Yeah, thanks for that. So there's a few significant factors at play here. One is we're in the right neighbourhood. To the south of us is Mount Catlin, which is owned by Alchem. That's a large lithium producer. To the north, we have the Earl Grey project, which is owned by Wesfarmers. And they plan to produce 50,000 tonnes of lithium per annum from 2024. And to our west, we have IGO's South Iron Cap lithium project. The second sort of factor we've got to take into account with these anomalies is the correlation with the geochem that we did. So we went out and did a whole heap, I think 1,800 odd surficial samples. And that came back with three large anomalous areas, being Hooper, Fitzgerald, and the Southern Bache area. Now, for those wondering, it's Ella's Rock Project, and they're all Ella's. So we went out and did that. And so that correlation there is really important. The third and probably most interesting factor to consider here is that this same deep ground penetrating radar technology, which is proprietary from outside of Australia, let's just say, it was actually created to map the subsurface of Mars. It identified some of the targets down south at Mount Catlin 5 years ago and confirmed up their lithium there. And that lithium is coarse-grained spodumene. So we're fingers crossed that we've got the right location, we've got all the correlation we need, we've got good geology processes, and we've got the right technology. So,
Daniel, can you tell us anything about where the survey has been successfully used before?
yeah, so it's actually getting a lot of runs on the board. It is only 5 years old, as previously discussed, but it uses, as the term says, deep ground penetrating radar to get down where other radars can't. So it goes down to about 50 to 100 meters in most areas. We focused on the top 50 meters because we were looking for optimal results there. And given the overburden, that was about right for us. We know it's been successfully used down south before at Mount Catlin, as discussed, but also by Everest, Metals Grove, and Morella, who all had outcropping pegmatites that they could refer back to. The radar identified further either extensions to those strikes or new anomalies, which have either subsequently been drilled or at least identified as extensions on those. So the right radio waves are coming back. And yeah, we're pretty excited about the fact that this proprietary technology exists, given that the area that we're looking at lays under so much cover. You could be throwing a needle at a haystack without it.
Now, Daniel, can you explain what you've got planned next for Ella's Rock?
Yeah, so we've done all the hard yards. We've done the ground truthing, we've done the geochem, we've done the radar. So we've proved everything up. Now, what the radar has told us is that there's about 8 to 15 meters of cover out there. So we want to go out there next and drill. That's our next objective. Now, before we can drill anything, we've just got to complete an environmental survey out there covering those new areas. We're fortunate in that it's spring and we've been able to lock someone in a few months ago when those geochemical results came out. So your fingers crossed, we'll be in there drilling. It'll be air core, it'll be quick. It won't be entirely definitive being air core. However, it'll be the next step in the evolution of lithium at Ella's Rock.
So, Daniel, why do you think an investor should take a close look at Cavalier Resources?
Yeah, so Cavalier is trying to be a bit of a unicorn in the junior exploration space, in that we have a near gold mine ready project called Crawford Gold in Leonora. We're actually just carrying out some of the metallurgy on that to check out and see whether it's viable for heap leaching. If it is, then we can become our own self-producing, self-processing gold explorer in the area and use that to fund our other exploration efforts, both at Ella's Rock, Hidden Jewel, and our most recent nickel pegging at Melita Creek, which is 10 kilometres west of Murrin Murrin. So that's the aim. If I was an investor, I'd be pretty excited to get in sometime around now. Our price is very reasonable, to say the least. and we've got a lot of news flow coming up and a lot of development during 2024.
Lots to keep an eye on. Daniel, great to speak with you again today.
No worries. Thank you.